Amie Pflaum, class of 2020, interested in public health, and I'm from Pflaum, Maryland. So I was and still am flying with the military, and I love it. I think I could tell you some specific experiences, but collectively, I've spent time living in a village in Ben Tre, Vietnam. I have spent time in Afghanistan. I have spent time in Kyrgyzstan. I've spent time all over Central America, and the collective theme that I saw anytime I had an opportunity to interact with the local population is these are communities that are trying to do right by their children, and they're trying to, feed their future. We're more globally connected now, and we are able to see the impacts of work that we can do across the planet, on another continent. And we're talking about it, we're realizing we have some pretty profound issues that are not just affecting those regions, but they're coming out and they can reach out and touch us here. I mean, Ebola is the perfect example. Zika is another example. These are things that are making people realize, hey, wow, that this is an issue, and there is an avenue in this profession, that can help make a difference in that arena, and I want to pursue that. So definitely for me, living in these developing nations and seeing the firsthand effects of, a positive public health influence has made me realize, this is how I want to contribute, and I think that, this is the area and the arena that I want to work in for the rest of my life. With my aviation career, I have a mission of transport, medical support, definitely not the same as, helping entire communities, be the future, helping us prepare for the agricultural shortage that we're going to have. And as the global population continues to increase, this is going to become a conversation more and more prevalent on everyone's radars. And it's going to start in these developing nations, but it's going to move here too. We're going to have to address it and become aware, because we're one of those major producers for agricultural products worldwide. And everyone's going to have to step up their game and work together in order to solve this problem. And the more I thought about it and I considered what we actually do, I realized that they're very similar. And that's going to sound crazy. But if we think about it, think about an operating room in surgery versus what I do in a cockpit of an aircraft and commanding that flight and commanding that, surgical procedure. It's the same principles of, a life is at stake. If we don't do this right, we need to exercise teamwork, we need to communicate, we need to problem solve together. We cannot be indecisive. We need to be mature and disciplined and responsible. And so, yes, it seems very different, but I realized so much of what I have learned over the past 14 years, I can absolutely bring it into this profession, and it's going to make me a better vet. I know it, because I've already experienced, having to make life and death decisions. I've already experienced that pressure, like this crippling pressure of you got to make a decision immediately, because I think the most important aspect of the military, they have this saying, mission first, people always. And to me, here in vet med, mission first, treat the patient, take care of the animal in need, take care of the community in need, and definitely take care of those that you're working with throughout that process. At that point, I said to myself, I want to practice my passion. So if it means that I'm not going to be a multimillionaire, if it means that I'm going to have to suffer through school for my entire 30s, I'm going to do it. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, what can I do until I'm 70 years old, and what can I do that I wake up every day and I smile and I'm excited to go to work and I can make the difference that I want to make in the world. And so that was when I said, I'm going to suck it up and I'm going to make it happen, because I want to do this.